Hey there, it is time for our weekly cash envelope changeover. But first we gotta dive into the budget book because I made a mistake in the January budget on my math. And so I wanna go ahead and correct that really quick before we do next week's budget with me. So these sheets are gonna be okay for now. Our calendar is fine. I did make a mistake here. And so we're going to fix this really quick.
Hi everybody, my name is Wendy, and this is my channel, Budget Pumpkin. I'm on a journey to becoming debt-free, and I'm going to do that by making better financial decisions, one baby step at a time. On this channel, we're going to talk about things like budgeting, cash stuffing, planning, dealing with debt, and some savings challenges. If you'd like to follow along, please subscribe, like, and make a comment in the video. Thanks for being here.
Okay, so we're doing our monthly overview for what January should look like. And we're just gonna rewrite it really quick. I do have a couple updated numbers. And you guys know I can't write and talk at the same time. And if you've been around, thanks for coming back. If you're new here, my name is Wendy. This is Budget Pumpkin, and we just we budget here. We cash stuff. We talk about planning and bills and all sorts of things related to money. And we do use my budget because I don't have time to make up a budget for y'all. So first things first, we're gonna do this up real quick. Green. I probably should have highlighted these before I made it because we need to update our paycheck cash flow worksheet also. So I may come back and just color these in later. But here's the green one. Okay, so for the month of January, we get paid every 2 weeks. So for December 29th is our covering the first half of January. And then January 12th is covering the second half. And my husband and I are both bi-weekly paid employees, and we are paid on the same day. So, so we each get 2 paychecks that come in. Now I've got our real numbers from 12/29. We've already done that. So his was $1,874.50. Mine was $1,714.58. And then for our next check, we don't know what we're going to be making. I say $1,750 is a good estimate. I realize that my check is shorter here. If you're new here, I just received a promotion, but I had taken a medical leave. There's a lot that happened in 2023. It was not a good year for us, but I ended up having to take a medical leave to have surgery. I interviewed for a promotion while I was off work, got the promotion, started that job in November and started getting paid for it. However, when I was off on my medical leave, my company overpaid me 80 hours of income. And so I have to repay that back. December 29th was my last check that I had to do repayment. So moving forward, my checks will be more, but I don't know how much. And I also took a salary position, so my checks will be the same every 2 weeks as opposed to being variable because I'll be salary and not hourly. So far for the month of January, we're estimating our income right now at $7,000 $89.08. And this will update as we go through the month. So once we get our next check, then we'll kind of figure out what we're going. On the 1st, let me write these down because I've been writing them down so many times. 1st, 5th, 7th, 11th, 15, 16, and 25. And what I decided to do was I decided to take my loan from here and put it here in our debt so it would annoy me. So on the 1st, we pay our internet. On the 5th, we pay our gas and electric. I've lived in places where they're separate, and I've lived in places where they're billed together. We live in a place where ours are billed together. Water. Our cell phones. Our savings. I treat a little bit of savings like a bill. I do want to try and save every month. Car insurance, car payment, and our mortgage. Okay, so these bills are blue. It makes me sad that I have to pay them, but we have to pay them so that we can live. So there's not much I can do about it except just be sad about it. Okay. All total for the month, our bills are going to be $2,525. Okay, over here, we're going to do under our debts and credit cards, we're going to put our loan payment over here because I don't like stuff in this category. I like this category to be clean and neat. We did start our journey with over $52,000 in credit card debt, plus our mortgage, plus my car, plus my husband has student loans that are in deferment because he's still in school. And it ended up we ended up having to put a roof on our house, so we wouldn't have been able to afford a payment. So we ended up not consolidating, but we took out a loan to pay for the roof and to pay for our credit cards and pay them all off. So our credit cards are all paid off, which is good, but we still have this loan payment, which comes out on the 25th. And this is for our loan. And our actual loan payment is under $750, but we are paying $1,500 per month towards this loan because we want to make sure that we get that paid. So these pretty much aren't going to change. The loan, if we can pay extra towards the loan, we are going to, which I do have some money set aside to make an extra little bit payment on here. Our subscriptions, which are purple, add up to $360 per month. We've been working on lowering this amount. We've actually kind of done a little bit of a dive into that this week. There are some things that I want to cancel. And so hopefully we will get those canceled. That will free up more money each month for cash flow purposes or for to help us pay on our debt. So we pay $360 per month on our debt. Our sinking funds that are in the bank. So sinking funds is where you literally you put money into a fund. They call it sinking money into the fund. You're putting it there. And basically this is for stuff that that's going to happen. You just don't know when, or it's easy to forget. So when your driver's license or your car plates renew, I'll write down what we have here. So we have our driver's license and plates. That is $30 per month. Professional licenses, that's $25 per month. Vacation is $200 per month. That's at least for right now, because we are going on a trip this spring because my cousin's getting married, so we're just trying to pack a little bit extra away for that. Our medical, we set aside $100 per month. Auto repair, we set aside $100 per month. Home repair is also $100 a month. Household expenses, those are things like, I don't know, like, it might be new furniture, it might be, you know, we need dish soap or anything that we need to keep our household running. That's what goes in here. So this is $100. And then education, that gets $25. And so all told, in this category, we pay $680 per month. And I'm trying to go through this kind of quick. Sinking funds cash. So this money kind of has the same purpose as the sinking funds that stay in the bank, but these ones stay in the bank. And these here, down here, sinking funds that are cash, those are sinking funds that we keep cash. So, and it tends to be things that we overspend ourselves in. So, our groceries, and I tend to allocate this more on a check basis as opposed to like a monthly basis, but $600 a month for groceries. Gas for our cars is $200 per month. And then we have hubby, wifey, date night. And so each one of these gets $100 per pay. So this is going to be $600. And I'm sorry, this is, the gas is $400, not $200. We usually spend like $100 a week on gas. That's like fuel for our car. Hubby, wifey, date night, $100 per pay. This, we're also gonna have holidays. We set aside $155 for the holidays. And then this is our basic budget. This adds up to $1,016.17.55. So this adds up to $1,755. Okay. But we added money in here and here. So we added $45 to the vacation fund. Okay. And then, remember, we only have half of this money set aside because we're still not to the 12th yet when our next pay comes. But we did put vacation here. And then we did put an extra. So right now we have an extra $56.58 extra that's allocated to go to paying down the loan even faster. If we total all of this up as it is right now, and I'm going to do this and zoom you in so I can do this in pencil. And then I'm going to knock the camera. So here we're gonna have, I don't know if you can see it on the, I don't know if can you see it in the highlighter? 70, okay. $7,089.08. And then for, that's for box number 1. Box number 2 is our bills. So that's $2,525. Box number 3, we're gonna have the $1,500 for the, oh, you can't see that on the camera. We're gonna have the $1,500 for the loan plus the extra that we paid. So right now we're at $1,556.58. Box number 4 is $360. Number 5 is $680. And then box number 6 is $1,800. Okay, and when we add all of this up on a monthly basis, we have a surplus of $167.50. I realize this is not much of a surplus, but it is good for us. Like with me being out of work and on medical and everything, and being off, that's fantastic for us to actually have a budget where we're not in a deficit for the month. So I am happy with how this is playing out right now. We'll know better on the 12th what we've got to do. And this page is going to have to come out. I had made a calculation error. And then I also, once I decided to move the loan into the debt box, this number here changed. And then for whatever reason, these numbers I did not have calculated accurately. So we're just kind of changing the way that we do this. And you know me, I have my papers set to the side with everything here. So our total month bills are, where'd it go? So monthly bills are $2,525. So a half of a month of bills. And we're just talking about this box right here, just what we need to live. A half a month of bills is $1,262.50. And 1/2 of a month on our loan is $750. So what we're gonna do this payday, let me see if you can see that. I'm gonna try and write with the pen because it's darker. So 12/29 is the pay period. We know what our income was. I need to highlight first. You know how I am with my colors. I'm just going to do these boxes. I'll go back in and color the titles in after we record. So for our income, we know what that was for this paycheck, right? We had on 12/29, we had hubby and wifey. His check was $1,874.50, and my check was $1,714.58. So we brought in $3,589.08. So we were over what we budget for. So like when I budget, it's a plan, and I plan on our income being $7,000 a month, right? It was more, but I planned it at $7,000 a month, which is $3,500 total per pay, which breaks down to $1,750 each, right? So I'm planning on bringing in $3,500 per pay. We brought in $3,589.08. So we actually brought in $89.08 more than what we thought we were going to bring in. Oh, anyway, cheat sheet. So let's get to these bills. Bills are blue. Okay, so again, I'm going to write these in really fast. Okay, so internet is $90. Gas and electric is $250. Water is $40. Cell phones are $300. Savings is $75. Car insurance is $320, and our car payment is $300. Now, all told, when you add up all these things, right, this comes out to a total of $1,375. But our budget really doesn't cash flow unless we're only paying for half of a month of bills of $1,262.50. So if we subtract that, basically we need $112.50 from our savings. And this makes our half a month $1,262.50. So that balances out with a half of a month. So I mean, we've been working on this for a while, so we had this money sitting in the bank to be able to be used, because we put it away from before. So here is box number 2. This is the loan, is our debt. And we're going to put $750 aside for that. Now that is about what the actual loan payment is, but we'll save half of it here. So half of it we save here, the other half we're going to save off of the next check. And then we were able to do extra, so I'm going to put in here $12.29. And that is $56.58. That we had extra. So this is $806.58 is the total here. So I'm gonna write this kind of stuff down here. Okay, so subscriptions. Like I said, we are going over those. We're just not ready yet. So we're still pulling cash. Well, not pulling cash out of the bank, but we're still allocating enough to be able to get those done in a more reasonable time frame. And we pay $180. So $806.58 minus $180 is $1,340.00. Okay, and then we're going to do sinking funds in the yellow. And these stay in the bank. I'm not going to cash stuff them right now. And then let's get this orange one colored in really quick. These are sinking funds that stay in the bank. This, I have to move you. This box down here that I'm making orange, this is actually for sinking funds that we pull out of the bank and we spend cash for. We would be in a lot more debt right now if we did not have that cash system in place. So I do highly recommend, especially if you have like a squirrel brain like I do. We're gonna put here $340. This is for the whole kit and caboodle: driver's license, professional license, vacation, medical, auto pay, home repair, household, and education. That's all here, part of that $340. And then we have $1,000 left, and we're gonna spend it here. So we have groceries, gas, hubby, Wi-Fi, date night, holidays, and vacation. So 300, 200, 300, 155 and $45, and that adds up to $1,000. And we have nothing left in our budget for the check from the 29th. Although I enjoyed this loan being over here because it seemed like it was, you know, less cumbersome. We were already planning for it. I'm going to leave it over here just to kind of help with the cash flow. So let's get this mess cleaned up now that we've got this all fixed up. And we'll see where we're at. Okay, let's see. I probably need to be zoomed out a little bit. I don't know what he does with his stuff. He's kind of got his thing going. He moves his money around. So as long as he can cover his gas and he doesn't really go over, we're good. So he's got $40 for gas for this week coming up. That's perfect. Eating out, he left himself $20 in eating out. His cigar fund he emptied. His massage fund, he's got, what does he have? 20, 40, 60, 80, 120, 30, 40. So 140 in his massage fund. That's fine. Barber, he emptied. Miscellaneous, he emptied. So he kind of does his thing. We are starting a new thing for him. Well, and for me too, but this box is for an 100 envelope challenge. We've already picked out the paper for him. I just have to finish making his 100 envelope challenge envelopes. They have a box. They have a tracker. So this is my tracker for the 100 envelope challenge from the shop. It comes with the challenge. And it saved, I saved X amount of dollars. Now, traditionally, the way that you run 100 envelope challenges, in envelope number 1, you save $1. Number 2 is $2. Number 3 is $3, and so on and so forth, all the way up through envelope number 100, which is $100. If you do that, and you run this challenge like this, you will save $5,050. I left this blank though because not everybody has the money to do the challenge that way. So maybe you put a $1 bill in all of these envelopes. Maybe you put a $5 bill in all of these envelopes. Maybe you round up. Maybe you put a $100 bill in the 100, and from envelope number 91 all the way to 99, you also put $100 in. And you kind of like round it up to the next 10 It could be a $10 bill challenge, a $20 bill challenge. So, you know, if you saved $100 bills, this would be a $10,000 challenge. So it's just kind of like up to you what you do with the 100 envelope challenge. We are getting to the point where he needs a new car, and we need to save up for a down payment, but the household's not going to be able to fund his down payment, so we're going to have to save for it some way or somehow. So I think that's what his is going to go to. So if we look at what was left, I have a few coins, plus I have these left. I'm just going to put them in here. I'm not going to do the coin challenge until next week. Let's see, all of my envelopes are empty, and then I have $5, $6, $7 left. I think I'm going to do my own actual 100 envelope challenge as well. So we'll see. I have two that are already made. This one is all like a black floral. So that I know this one's in the shop. And then I have this one also that's in the shop, and this one is like it's got like some striped paper, but also then it has also some solid colors like green and pink. These come with the numbers, and here's your tracker. So I think these two are up in the shop now. I also have some other cardstock where I can make my own. So what do I have here? So I've got quite a few different ones. I did not pay full price for any of this. This is all on clearance cardstock. But this one is Mysterial. It has like a different moon, like witchy kind of patterns. This one is like calm and cool. So it's got like coral, and different like sea patterns and some silver foil. Let's see. This one is an outdoor print. This one is called Haunted Hollow. It has like spooky snakes and skeletons, spiders, bats. And then these last three are the ones that I'm torn between. So I have this one. It's called Solid Gold. And some of the sheets have like gold foil on it. I love these. This one is marble. So all of these different patterns, like it has all these different cool marble patterns. I really like this one. And I also like this one. These are all like black and white prints. And so like, I don't know which one to do. I really don't. These take a long time to make, which is why I don't have more of them up in the shop. But I'm kind of thinking it would be cool to make my own. And we already have the paper picked out for his, so he is already, I just have to run his through the laminator and cut them, and then his challenges will be done. So this $7 I'm thinking I'm going to use towards my 100 envelope challenge. There's a couple things that I want to save for, so there we go. Groceries, $150. We're pulling that out. We did go a little over budget. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to do like a spending tracker. So the things that we went over budget on for this week were, we had to buy COVID tests. We do not have COVID, thankfully. I feel fine. My husband does not feel well at all. He's been tested for COVID, flu A and flu B. He came back negative for all of them. The really freaky thing is that like our friends, like our whole friend group is sick right now. And a couple of them have tested positive for COVID. A lot more of them have not tested positive for COVID. And it seems like they've got like the exact same symptoms. So it's like you can't even trust your symptoms anymore. So gas, $60 will go into my gas fund. But we did buy the stuff that we overspent on this week was kind of related to like him not feeling well. So we had to buy COVID tests, which I did get a thing from my work to reimburse. He wanted some Chinese food. Whenever he is sick, he likes either hot and sour or wonton soup. So I got him some of that. And then I bought like some orange juice and like some elderberry drops so that we can have some of that kind of stuff in the house. This is my self-care fund. I think I'm gonna leave it in here. I know that I'm getting either a pedicure or my hair done soon, but we'll see when it happens. I can always grab the money if I need it. Eating out, $10. So, but I mean, at least he doesn't have, he still feels bad, but at least he doesn't have COVID or flu A or B. So we're not exactly sure what's wrong with him. But I have managed to avoid the plague for now, which is nice. So Starbucks is $5. This doesn't have to be Starbucks. It could be any coffee house. This is me spending money, and when I spend money, I usually spend it on stationery because I love stationery. And this is our date night. We probably won't be going on any dates this weekend, but with him not feeling well, I may go like pick up some food from somewhere. So that's my envelopes for this week. These are our debt challenges, so we will probably contribute more to that next week when we control things a little bit better. And then this is our longer term, our bulk groceries and car maintenance. We're not going to put anything in there. And then we've got Easter, 4th of July, and Halloween. These all get $5. Our Thanksgiving savings gets $10 per month. So we start that one in November or in December. So this is December, January. Christmas gets $100 a month. We start that in January. So we have our money there. This is for the new year. We've got 1 month worth in here. This is our vacation fund. So this is our Airbnb is paid for. Our flights are paid for. What we need to pay for is our car rental, and then we need spending money for while we're down there to buy groceries. So we've got 1, 2, 250, 3, 350, 370, 390, 400, 405. So we have 405 in our vacation fund, and we're going in early spring. So hopefully we'll have some money there. This is our emergency fund envelope, which we are fully funded at our $1,000, and that money is in the bank. So that is it. Thank you for hanging out with me and looking at what we've got going on. Thanks for your patience while I kind of fix the budget a little bit. And I think that's about all that we have for today. So thank you. Thank you for being here. If you're new, thank you. If you are returning, thank you very much. You are all rock stars if you've made it this far in the video. So thank you so much, and have a great rest of your night.